All right, Shalom, Shalom, Kalayim La Alahaina, we Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Harakakadash. Want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who will teach well, and already Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shabbat Crowders out back with another lesson. We're talking about that C hip, man, okay? Because that C hip is on its way, okay? If you don't know what the C hip is, okay, let me show you. All right, this is the C hip, all right? Look at that. It just looked like it could be the hand of a Jake paying with his hand, all right? Look at that. Okay, this is on its way as the money system progresses to change through inflation, through America reaching its debt ceiling, through these other countries doing away with the petrodollar. All right, and the people at this World Economic Forum, they're pushing this type of payment system. Okay, and then with the C-19 situation, everybody was scared to touch money because of the C-19, and it brought up contactless payments. Okay, people paying with their phones. Less cash is being circulated. All right, there was a coin shortage. All these things. Okay, and they're all leading to what you see here on the screen. Okay, and the penalty for taking this in the hand or in the forehead is death. Okay, all right. So let's get this word penalty. Just Google definition of the word penalty. It says a punishment imposed for breaking a law, rule, or contract. Okay, so let's get some. Let me start with this. Should have started with this. This is Ezekiel 3:17, son of man. All right, Ezekiel is a man. All right, this is not talking about the Lord Yahushua. It's talking about Ezekiel as a man, a prophet. All right. I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, and that's what we are as prophets, right? We are made to stand in our watch and tell our people what is going down, what is happening, right? It says, therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning for me. Let's look at this word warning. It's Zahar. All right, it says to admonish, warn, teach, okay, send out light, and receiving his word, okay, as we have, and giving it to the world, the nation of Israel, to be specifically is light. Okay, be light, be shining. All right, teach to warn. All right, and warn. That's what we're doing. Warning people, telling them what the hell is going on, tell them to wake the hell up. All this other stuff in the world is not worth it, right? But giving them warning from Yahweh Shema Shai, from the word that we are able to read and understand in the Bible through the Spirit, right? So let's go to within the law. Let's see. I know it's Leviticus. I don't, my sword is in the car. Let's see. All right, this is Leviticus 19, and I don't know why I typed in your flesh and it didn't come up, but anyway, it's Leviticus 19 and 28. It says, this is within the law, the Levitical law, right? Right? It says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh, right? So printing, all right, and cutting within the flesh is what this C-hip does, right? By way of a needle, right? It cuts in your hand, all right, to put it in between the thumb and the index finger. You see it right there, right? See it right here. You see it right here. This little thing right here, right? Jake probably, if this is a Jake, he probably got it in his wrist, okay? All right, and this guy apparently got it in his finger. Look, okay, this is not cool, all right? All right, let's see. So I got an article, got two things I want to go over, just read through. All right, so I just typed in C-hip payments, right? And these are all articles that came up from last year in 2022. The C-hip implant that lets you pay with your hand, all right? This is from the BBC News, right? It says here, Fox Business, hand implanted C-hip could change contactless payments, okay? So we know contactless payments is without using cash, okay? And you got signs for that everywhere with the little, it looks like Wi-Fi bars, okay? All right, a signal, all right, you tap your phone to it, or tap your credit card, your debit card. Next is going to be your hand, all right? It says, C-hip implant lets you pay with your hand. Fox News 10, no more wallet, question mark. Hand implants allow you to pay with your C-hip, okay? Let's go here to here's Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, right? This is a big context clue, okay, to where that C-hip is going to be placed, okay? And you see it published everywhere. Look, this is all last year, 2022. 2022. 2022. 2022. 2022. 2022. Come on now. Right, let's look at this question. It says, what can C-hips be used for? Oh no, that wasn't the one. Let's see. All right, it says, can you pay with NFC implant? Okay. It says the batteryless implant is embedded under a user's skin. All right, like it says in here. Right, bam. Or here, bam. Okay. And it says is linked to a preloaded online account, enabling them to make contactless payments wherever most popular credit or debit cards are accepted. All right, it's beyond evident that the C-hip is used for buying and selling, one of the many things, okay? All right. Here, we're going to read that it's going to be programmed to go over more than just buying and selling, right? You're going to have records stored in there, right? So the Apostle Ariamla, right, he did a video on this, I believe, yesterday. He said one of the brothers had sent this to him, and I watched that video today, so I just want to, throw my 2 cents into it. It says human C-hipping implants take center stage, and to be center stage means to become in the limelight, right? All right, and look, we are seeing things that are being put in the limelight. If you look in the news, you look at this, the YouTube, all right? The news is where people see everything, all right? The phones, the internet, the TV, all right? That's the center stage for the world of entertainment. And how the masses will be reached is via the world of entertainment, via a smartphone device, a computer, a TV. All right, taking center stage. It says here, uh, let's see, I just want to hit some points. It says today, more than 50,000 people have elected to become subdermal chip surgically, to have a subdermal C-hip surgically inserted between the thumb and index finger. What? Did we not just see that in these images over here? Look at that. Look at that. Okay. It's not a joke. All right. And the penalty for taking this is death. All right. Go back to this article. It says here, serve as their new swipe key or credit card. All right. There was this company in Wisconsin called Foursquare. All right. They had C-hips, their employees. This was a couple years ago. Before the 2020s, right? I believe it was. Just look up Foursquare, I believe it's called, in Wisconsin. All right. It says in Germany, for example, more than 2,000 Germans have opted to receive these implants. One man has even used it to store a link to his last will and testament. Okay. All right, we're gonna get some more into this. There's one of the commentators, John Brown. Okay. He had wrote out what people want to have on there, right? It says as storage capacity increases, perhaps users could even link the complete works of Shakespeare, right? It says C-hip implants are just one of the many types of emerging technologies in the IoT and expanding digital cosmos of wirelessly connected internet-enabled devices, right? The NFC, they will have the cameras connected to all these things, money, you name it, man. Okay. Everybody's gonna be an antenna. Okay. Let's see. All right, here we go. It says RFID, radio frequency identification, C-hips, are identifying transponders that typically carry a unique identification number and can be tagged with user data or data, however you want to say the word, such as health records, social media profiles, and financial information. So let's look at what this commentary from John Brown says, right? Same context, right, of reading Revelations 13 and 16 as we did over here, right? It says here, the word in the Greek for is 5480 charagma, right? A thing carved, sculpted, graven work. And this is an idol, right? Let's go back to Leviticus. Look at this. It says idolatry is forbidden, right? Let's see here. It says, turn ye not unto idols, nor make to yourselves molten powers. All right. So turn ye not unto idols, right? A graven work or something sculpted is an idol, right? Anyway, it says karax, to sharpen a point through the idea of scratching. All right, let's go back. And that's what a needle does, right? Let's just needle. Damn, look at all this. Okay. Needles, right? Okay. This is what's going to scratch or implant the, let's see. Here you go. Look at that. You know what that is. Don't act like you don't know what that is. Look at that. Look at that needle. Look at that. Okay. So anyway, let's go back to this commentary. It says here, karax, to sharpen to a point through the idea of scratching. All right. This needle is going to scratch. Look at that. If you look closely, this man is bleeding right here from the point of this needle. It's scratching within their hand. right? And let's go back down here to Leviticus 19:28. It says, "Ye shall make no cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor make print any marks upon you." All right, there's another scripture that goes into this, but make no cuttings in your flesh, man. All right, this is what it's doing, right? It says here, this sounds a lot like hypodermic needle piercing the skin. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that sharp blade at the tip of that. Okay, look, this is Japanese times. It says Japan weighs the benefits as well as, look at this. Let's click on this. Let's let that load up, but I'm going to keep reading. It says, if you remember last week, we pointed out the number 666 had the name of Chi-Psi stigma, right? Cool, got it. All right, it says one of Webster's definitions calls stigma a small spot, scar, or opening on a plant or animal. It says in the readout of the C-HIP, there were 9 levels of information that designers wanted included, right? Did we not just read something about information, health records, social media profiles, and financial information? And up here, this guy, somebody, right, put his whole will and testament in the C-HIP. And then I remember the brother Kazak a long time ago, he spoke about a movie that had Robin Williams in it, and they put these people's memories in a C-HIP so these people can go back and review them, right? And I saw the movie. I can't remember what it was called, but let's see. Here we go. The Final Cut. All right. If you could watch that, go watch it, right? But anyway, let's see this. Let's go back here, all right? And then we're going to go to that Japanese article. Then we're going to get into the death portion of taking this C-HIP. It says name and an image or picture of your face. They also wanted social security numbers with an extra international digits, fingerprint identification also to be included, so biometrics, physical description, family history can go into your health history, you know, how many kids you got, whatever, right? Your address, criminal record, your job, income tax information, which goes into your finances, all right? Bank statement, your bank account could be linked to that, okay? Look, all right? So let's go here. It says Japan weighs benefits as well as health and security risk of embedded C-HIPs. All right, I'm not going to read this thing. All right, but I'm going to read this. It says the signs of a future in which humans merge with machines are appearing in Japan as people start to, you know, implant C-HIPs in their bodies, but set against considerations of convenience are questions over potential medical law violations, health concerns, and security risks. All right, we got the major health concern. We're going to get into that. It says here, although it's integrated circuit C-HIPs are being welcomed by some who see them being useful. All right, this is how they're going to spin it. It's useful, it's beneficial, it's convenient, right? Who see them being used for everything from electronic payments, buying and selling, okay, buying and selling, to unlocking smartphones. The long-term effects of embedding them into the human body are not yet well understood. Okay, so let's get into understanding of embedding this thing in your body, right? So the penalty of breaking that law, right? When the Lord told us don't idol worship and all these other horrible things that we did against the Lord, the Lord put us to death, gave us over to the hands of our enemies, and now we in this current state that we in America. It says here, penalty. All right, this is the health effect for taking that C-hip, right? A punishment imposed for breaking a law, rule, or contract, right? So get Revelation 14 and 9. We already know how this is gonna go. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his head, right? Which we already know what that mark is. Okay. Bam, bam. Okay. Bam, bam. All right. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right. So let's look at this word tormented, because that's the health, that's one of the health hazards for taking this, or being tormented with fire. All right. It says here to torture, to it says to vex with grievous pains of body or mind, to torment, to be harassed, distressed. Okay. All right. This is what's going to happen to you, man. All right. But it's going to be with fire. All right. All right. Let's look at this word brimstone. Brimstone, divine incense, because burning brimstone was regarded as having power to purify and to ward off disease. Right. So that heat that's coming is going to ward off your disease, mind and body, for partaking in this beast system, Salakia, and taking this C-hip, which you have been warned countlessly by the men of Great Millstone and those that teach the same like doctrine to stay away from it, right? And it's only up to the will of the Lord if you take it or not, you know. And Lord will, you know, you don't take it. Let's see. Keep going. It says, in the smoke of their torment, of their torture, all right, the vexation of their mind and body ascendeth up forever and ever. They have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receives the mark of his name. Right? Don't take it, man. It's not worth it, man. Okay? Let's see. Let's do this. All right, here it goes. It says from 0.2 to 3 seconds after detonation, the intense heat emitted from a fireball exerted powerful effects on the ground. Temperatures near the hypocenter reached 3,000 to 4,000 degrees Celsius. This heat burned human skin as far as 3.5 kilometers from the hypocenter. All right, that's hot, man. Okay, here we go. It says a primary form of energy from a nuclear explosion is thermal radiation. Initially, most of the energy goes into heating the bomb material and the air in the vicinity of the blast. Temperatures of a nuclear explosion reach those in the interior of the sun about 100 million degrees Celsius. You don't want that smoke, man. Okay. It says here, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh. Okay. Don't think that his anger and his frustration, all right, with Israel and the wickedness of this world, is not gonna be consumed up in this these thermonuclear missiles, man. All right. This is Hebrews, I think it's 12. Yep, 12 and 29. I thought it was 12 and 9. It says, "For our power is a consuming fire." All right, so everything that the Lord, He's consuming, man. All right, He's coming out here, consume Babylon, these people of the world, whatever the case may be for those that partake in this sea here, man. All right, it's not going to be good for you because you're going to burn. You're going to burn, burn, burn. All right, let's see. Trying to see what else I could think of. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, man. Look, Lord will you edify. Stay away from the sea here, man. Okay, don't take it. Don't listen to these other people that's teaching, right? And and they're not telling you or giving you warning from you. How about you, Shai, about this see it, man? Okay, because it's detrimental to your life if you take it. Lord, will you was edified? Call Elohim Nawi Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem HaKakodash. I want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who move on teach well. Hearty Shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yasharalam, Mawaf Al Bal, Ba'am Mahar, Awan Yahushai Shalom.